Welcome to our channel. We are all aware that the process of photosynthesis requires sunlight. But did you know there are lots of reactions happening in a chloroplast during photosynthesis? Okay, let's get to know them. Photosynthesis is the process by which autotrophic plants make their own food. Photo means light and synthesis means produce. Carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, and sunlight are four important requirements for this process. The two reactions occur in two places of the chloroplast as the enzymes are located in two separate places. Light reaction occurs in thylakoids whereas dark reaction occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. Photosynthesis occurs in two steps, light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction needs light but for dark reaction light is not needed. This is the light-dependent reaction. There are two light harvesting reaction centers in a grana called P680 and P700. Which is based on the wavelength they're able to capture. First light is captured by P680 and then transferred to P700. When light falls on the grana inside the chloroplast, some electrons in the chlorophyll complex gain energy and finally donate to reaction center either P680 or P700. These excited electrons are shifted up from their low energy levels to the higher ones, which is called excited state or activated state. Now the kinetic light energy is stored as chemical energy in the chlorophyll. When the stored chemical energy is released, the electrons fall once again to the lower energy levels through a series of electron acceptors and donors, and the chlorophyll will return to the stable state and ready for another excitation process. A part of the energy released from the chlorophyll is used in splitting up the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen combines with a coenzyme, NAP, present in the chloroplast to give NAD2. And oxygen is released as a secondary product. The other part of energy from the excited chlorophyll is stored in ATP molecule by combining an ADP molecule with a phosphate group by a high-energy bond. This process is called photosynthetic phosphorylation. The Calvin cycle is the cycle of chemical reactions performed by plants to fix carbon from CO2 into 3 carbon sugars. Malvine Calvin and his associates at California University revealed in 1949 the nature of dark reactions by using the newly discovered radioactive isotope of carbon-14C. Dark reactions or enzymatic reactions is a group of reactions that occurs in the stroma of chloroplast in which the temperature is the limiting factor for the rate of photosynthesis. Therefore, these reactions can occur in both the light and darkness. There are 3 main steps: carbon fixation, reduction, and regeneration. In these reactions, hydrogen carried on NAD2 is used to fix CO2 gas by reducing it into carbohydrates with the help of energy stored in ATP molecules. During carbon fixation step, a CO2 molecule from the atmosphere combines with a 5-carbon acceptor molecule called ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate or RuBP, and the resulting 6-carbon compound is then split into 2 molecules of the 3-carbon compound, 3-phosphoglyceric acid or 3-PGA. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme RuBP carboxylase/oxygenase, also known as Rubisco. Due to the key role it plays in photosynthesis, Rubisco is probably the most abundant enzyme on Earth. In the reduction step, the 3-PGA molecules created through carbon fixation are converted into molecules of a simple sugar, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, or GAP. This stage uses energy from ATP and NAD created in the light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis. In this way, the Calvin cycle becomes the way in which plants convert energy from sunlight into long-term storage molecules, such as sugars. The energy from the ATP and NAD is transferred to the sugars. This step is called reduction because NAD donates electrons to the 3-phosphoglyceric acid molecules to create glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. In chemistry, the process of donating electrons is called reduction, while the process of taking electrons is called oxidation. During the regeneration step, some glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate molecules go to make glucose, while others must be recycled to regenerate the 5-carbon RuBP compound that is used to accept new carbon molecules. The regeneration process requires ATP. It is a complex process involving many steps because it takes 6 carbon molecules to make a glucose. This cycle must be repeated 6 times to make a single molecule of glucose. To accomplish this equation, 5 out of 6 glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate molecules that are created through the Calvin cycle are regenerated to form RuBP molecules. The 6th exits the cycle to become 1/2 of a glucose molecule. Photosynthesis is a very important process. It mainly helps to convert solar energy into chemical energy and then store that chemical energy for future use by plant or other organisms. Further, it produces most of the biomass that lead to the fossil fuels. It produces oxygen, which is the most important molecule for aerobic respiration. This process also ensures the recycling of nutrients, carbon, water and so on. Two major factors can regulate photosynthesis process. Intrinsic factors or plant-related factors such as number of stomata, transpiration rates, thickness of cuticle of leaves, leaf arrangement and position, and so on. Extrinsic factors or environmental factors such as light, temperature, water, nutrients, and so on. Photosynthesis can be challenged by climate change, deforestation, air pollution, changes in land use, and so on. We hope you got a basic idea on photosynthesis. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe our channel and like us.